Hey there guys, Dragon Master here, and I want to welcome you to Star Wars and Earth, Unity Episode 7, Ground Invasion of Sandrilla. So, I don't really have anything to say, so I'm going to get straight into the video. So I guess without further ado, let's get into it. So, we start off with down below on the planet of Sandrilla. Currently, Sandilla has been invaded by multiple forces of the new Imperial Alliance. Sh Walkers and many other vehicles have been dropped off, and the Imperial Alliance has already conquered 3 of the cities on Sandrilla, due to agents and sympathizers within Sandrilla. These are people who have been loyal to Sandrilla and the Republic for years, even during the imperial regime. But when the empire fell and the new republic was established in place, after seeing the many failures, including the Yuzhong War, they decided to, many Sandrillan citizens decided that the republic was a failure, seeing that over trillions had died, and that the New Republic was too foolish or arrogant to believe that the Yuzhong weren't real. So these sympathizers and rebels and renegades had secretly fed information or launched their own coup attempts at these cities, giving the Imperial Alliance an easier chance to invade. And now they were heading to the capital city. Anna City. It is the capital of Sandrilla City. So it was next to the ocean and was basically had beaches of such. So Jason had sent his own special forces to hide using an old tactic from the Terrans, using land boats armed with Imperials, since the Sandrillans would not expect that. While the walkers and other land forces attacked from the other side on a double assault front. This would overwhelm Sandrilla's defense forces. And it worked. After a few hours, the rebels and sympathizers reported to the Imperials that the Sandrillans were on their way to the land front to defend the city, which allowed Jason to, well, I guess, to order his forces that are currently in the ocean to move. So while the forces on land fought, the ocean forces had no impede, and the land boats were able to successfully make it. And it was already too late, as the rebels had already cleared up the beaches or kept them distracted. So when they were finally reported in, most of their forces that were defending the city were on the land front. This was devastating, as the Imperial Special Marines forces were able to quickly enter the city and start cutting off checkpoints. The general in charge of these defenses ordered some of his forces back to the city, but it was already too late, as Sandrilla's defenses were being overwhelmed. Most of the forces had been killed already on the land front, due to them having to be forced to retreat to help defend the city. And at the end of the day, by the time they had arrived, a good portion of the city was under their control, and already the front on land had fallen. With this said, the city was quickly taken, as most of the forces were either killed or generals were captured. The general in charge was brought before the imperial general, along with Sandrilla's basically diplomatic leader, were brought before their knees before the imperial general. The general said this, So you are the ones who lead Sandrilla, and you are the generals of this city. And the general said, Yes, I see in you. He then looks at the leader of Sandrilla. You are family with Mon Mothma, and Yes, the ruling leader of the Sandrilla was a family member of Mon Mothma. It was one of her cousin's kids. Well, I guess grandkids, maybe? Yeah, grandkids. She nodded her head. He hummed to himself. Then that's good to know. He then ordered them to be lined up, and this surprised him as what they were doing, and he said, "My Lord Jason has ordered me to execute any Republic generals, along with any generals in the city, along with the leader of Sandrilla, and I'm sorry, but since you are a grandchild of one of her cousins, I know how your family works. Mon Mothma was a strong leader, and that probably ran in her blood. If we kept you alive, Jason thought that you could possibly cause, well, Jason thought that it'd be too dangerous to let you live. So I'm sorry. No hard feelings, he says. Then they line them up. The Imperial gunners get ready. All right. Aim, set, fire! And then the blaster shots were heard, and the Republic and city's generals fell down along with the leader of the planet, and they all died, shot. The general ordered that their bodies be buried in a proper burial, and said that they died during the invasion. He didn't want this execution to get out, he said, and ordered this to be kept quiet. He then walked off and looked out into the city from a balcony and said, it seems that we succeeded. Another planet that was important to the Republic belongs to the Imperial Alliance. He hums and walks off. And that is where we're gonna leave it off. So, yeah, sorry if this video is a bit shorter than the rest, and if it's not the best. I've kind of been like thinking of a sort of different direction I want to take this sort of series a bit more, like getting a bit more interest in from Legends, like tune it up a bit. So yeah, I'm kind of been focused on a few other things for the future episodes. So sorry if this one isn't the best. I do apologize, but that's really all I wanted to say. So without further ado, see ya.